okay?
What?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Ready to...
Yeah.
Comic book review.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. Let's do this.
Okay. Alright. Hey guys and gals. Once again, it is us, your comic book nerds,
Yes.
Kiriyama Sparta, and
Sarah.
we're here.
Mm-hmm.
We're at the end. We've been going through all the Death of the Family issues. And sadly, this is the last one. Hopefully you haven't read it yet. You've been a good comic book buyer and you did not... It got leaked out on the net early,
Yeah.
so...
I didn't read it. I'm a good fan. Don't ruin that shit for myself.
How many people just made feel bad because of that? Like, oh fuck, I did read it.
Whatever.
Anyway. So, Batman number 17, right?
Yeah.
This is it.
This is the last one. That's it.
It's a great cover too.
It
I
is.
like that.
All of Greg Capullo's art is amazing, and it doesn't stop.
So, as you know, with our other Death of the Family reviews, Sarah tends to take the reins here because she reads them, and I haven't, and then she kind of just says what happens so I can find out, and you can find out, we can all learn something. And as you know, a tradition with our Batmans, they're always a two-parter.
Always,
and
always.
From what I've been told,
It's not stopping.
it's not going to stop, although it will. My ban gets lifted tomorrow.
Yay!
Finally, yay! More than 15-minute videos, thank
Finally.
Christ. Or Buddha, someone in the sky, or down below, I don't care. I'm not prejudiced.
Satan.
Hail Satan. Anyway. How's this going to end,
It's
Sarah?
crazy! I was telling him earlier, normally I just sit here and flip through it on my lap and he can see the pictures as we're going, but I'm not letting him do it this time.
She's keeping this shit from me.
I'm
I'm not happy about it.
I am not letting him see it on that tray until everyone else sees. And also, I am just getting over a pretty bad cold. Again, so I apologize for my stuffy voice, and I'm going to be coughing and clearing my throat a lot, so it's going to be awesome.
You took my cold.
Yeah. You've been trading colds, I think.
Stop it.
You're next.
You can keep it.
I don't want
Keep
it.
the cold.
I don't want it anymore.
Alright. I'm
So-
excited.
The last one leaves off with Bruce getting into the... Oh, Batman, I guess, technically. Batman getting into an electric chair. And he gets zapped and passes out. And Joker wheels him off to wherever. And that's pretty much where we pick up. We pick up with Batman coming to. And as he's coming to, all he sees is black. And it's a nice, clever play on when he first becomes Batman, because, you know, he sees a bat coming through the window, or whatever version you want to go with. This one, when he's coming to, it's just black, and he sees the bat skeleton.
Skeleton?
Yes. Because of Nightmare Before Christmas, I always say skeleton.
That has ruined the word
I can't say it. It's just a bat skeleton coming at him. And as he's coming to, Joker's talking to him. And he's just saying, oh, the first time was frightening, wasn't it, when we first met? And, oh, it's okay, you're safe now, don't be scared. And Batman's trying to talk to him, saying, oh, where am I? Just listen to me. Joker, stop it. And Joker just keeps cutting him off and saying, oh, it's okay, don't worry about it. And remember the first time you saw a bat and all that kind of stuff. And as he comes to, Batman's eyes open and he says, oh my god. And you can, nothing's ruined here.
Oh, okay.
I will turn it away from you when something's going to be ruined. Don't
Good to
worry.
know. Ah.
As he comes to, you see Joker standing there, his arms wide open, pointing to a table that Joker is at the head of, with all the members of Bat Family there. He's got Damian, Dick, Barbara, Jason, and Tim all sitting there. He also has a weird two-headed cat on the table.
Interesting.
Yeah, whatever.
It's Joker.
So, and all of the Bat Family members are tied to their chairs with hoods in their heads, with little, like, burlap sacks on their heads or whatever.
And they got those metal trays in front of them.
Yep, they each have a metal tray in front of them. So, Joker says, ta-da, dinner is served. And he goes, oh, don't worry, they're all fine. I've been telling you what you really think about them, and their ears are burning. And he holds one of their ears and says, ooh, ouch. And Batman goes, I'll destroy you for this. I'm going to kill you for this. And Joker goes, oh, not so fast. Don't you smell something? And the opening, this is the first big spread of the comic, and it's gorgeous.
That is good art, yeah.
Greg Capullo's art is amazing. So,
Damn it.
he turns to them, and as he says, do you smell something? This doesn't hurt anything.
Mm-hmm.
Batman goes, gasoline. And Joker tells them, if you try to move, there is flint under your chair. So if you move, if you stand up, you will ignite a spark, and they're all gonna burn. And, what does he say? Should you get tired of their company, all you need to do is stand up and they'll burn in shame. And he goes, okay, finally now to see what's underneath this tray. He doesn't say that, but it's time to finally lift the lid on his family dish. And he says, earlier, you asked about old Jeeves, Mr. Pennyworth. And Batman goes, where is he? And Joker goes, oh, he's around and ready for service. See? And when I was reading this, my heart stopped right before he went to do that.
Because we've been talking about this, haven't we?
Yeah, a lot of people thought it's Alfred's head on the tray.
Yeah.
And he says that, see, he's ready and willing for service. And his head is not on a tray.
Oh.
Alfred comes out of a hole in the cave, and of note, this is in the Batcave. This is all happening.
Okay.
So Alfred's coming out of a cave, out of a hole in the cave, and he's been Jokerized. He's all white and pale, and he's got scraggly hair. He's pointing up. It's a big Joker grin. So he's alive. Thank you, God. I didn't think Scott would have the balls to kill Alfred. He would be hunted down and killed if he did, I think. But my heart stopped. Yeah, my heart stopped when I turned the page. And Batman even says, Alfred, thank God. And Joker says to Alfred, okay, Mr. Pennyworth, let's open our guests' eyes and see what the feast is before them. And Alfred goes to pull a cord to lift off all their hoods. And Bruce tries talking to Alfred, saying, okay, listen to me, try to fight through it. And Joker just says, come on, Alfie, just go do it. And one thing I really noticed with Alfred, his Joker laugh is completely different than everyone else's. Everyone else's is the writing is very, uncontrolled, big and various sizes and stuff. His is very controlled. Very monotonous, very one side, does not vary at all. So I think it's of note to note that Alfred's
almost still...
He's still in there somewhere, he's still kind of in control of himself, is what I took.
Okay.
From it anyway. And as Alfred pulls the cord to lift their hoods, Joker goes, time for the first course. And as he pulls their hoods, you see that everyone around the table has bloody bandages wrapped around their faces. Every single one of them. And Batman freaks out and goes, Joker, what have you done? Look how big his eyes got. And Joker's holding the weird two-headed cat. And he goes, what have I done? I've simply dressed them up for the party. Or undressed them, rather. He says he's exposed them for what they really are. And he says, with that being said, Mr. Pennyworth, and Alfred goes to start lifting up the trays for everybody. And Joker goes, I hope you like it, everyone. And as Alfred's lifting it up, I think it's Tim's eye? Yeah, it's Tim's eye that the camera, or the angle is zooming in on as the tray lifts slowly and slowly his eye gets closer and closer.
You're being a bitch. Just tell me what's on there.
And you see the trays all lift up and their faces are on ice on trays. And Joker's cuddling the cat and he goes, I made it with lots of love. And
oh my God.
This is that.
Jesus.
Yeah. So Batman sees that and freaks out. How could you do that? And Joker just jokes around. Oh, it was easy. Just lift, pull. A 30-minute recipe.
Happened to me.
Yeah. And he says, this is what I've been trying to tell you, why I did this to my own sweet mug. To show you that beneath all these faces, just soft, tender stuff you can just poke your finger through. And he's poking Tim's face as he's doing this. And Joker says, beneath my grin is just more grin. Beneath theirs is nothing. They're nothing, pretty much. And Batman says, I hate nothing on this earth more than you, Joker. Nothing. He's getting really angry, obviously. And Joker says, I beg to differ. If that were so, he would have killed me by now.
It's true.
He's like, face it. Why have you never killed me? And Batman says, because you'd win. Because that's, his excuse every single time.
You kill me, you become me.
Yeah, exactly. He'll win. And Joker just laughs and says, oh, I love that one. Right, because I'd win. Joker goes, no, this is me winning. I win by living, by keep on keeping on, is what he says. And Joker says, you just tell yourself that because you don't want to admit the truth to yourself, to everybody else, and deep down in your soul. He says, because if you kill me, what's to stop you from going down that slippery slope and killing everybody else? That's why you won't do it.
It's true.
I think that's probably a good place to
cut off.
Cut it.
Yeah, we're gonna. Whoa! You guys don't get to find out what else happens unless you watch part 2.
It gets better.
I'll put a link somewhere.
You gotta. Oh my god.
Well, I guess technically there was a head under the tree. Can't face.
Faces.
That's still pretty fucked up. That's awesome.
Yep.
All right, so please check out part 2. I'll have a link.
Might be 3-parter. Just throwing it out
First
there.
time for anything.
Yeah, who knows? Might happen.
I'll put the links for them all over. So once again, I'm Kiriam Sparta.
I'm Sarah.
I want to finish this comic, so let's get right to part 2.
Yeah, let's do it.